I'm back. I'm back. Welcome back. I want another little chat about unstoppable domains. Was on a live stream, cut it short. If you come back in, welcome back in. If you're just joining and you didn't watch a previous live stream, then this is basically a follow-on from the last video. I had to cut it short, so I'll carry on from here. Unstoppable domains. I want to work some of this out, so hopefully we'll get a few chatters back in, because I've just noticed something. I'm gonna start a few more people coming back in. Welcome back, guys. Sorry about that. The cat legitimately jumped the fence with his harness on. So we've got a cat's harness walking around the garden to get him the smells and that, to get him used to the garden so he knows it's his garden, and he's jumped the fence with the harness on. So my mum's left old hanging over the fence over there, flaming lead in her hand while the cat's trying to bail and she's trying to wheel him back in. He's locked in my bedroom now. So anyway, I've just noticed unstoppable domains. This was June the 11th. Unstoppable domains launches censorship resistant blogging platform. This could this is interesting. Decentralized blogging is coming to a URL near you thanks to a partnership between Unstoppable Domains and Protocol Labs. Launched Thursday, San Francisco blockchain firm Unstoppable Domains has released its decentralized blog, its D-blog service hosted on Protocol Labs interplanetary file system, IPFS, complete with the .crypto domain. It's the next bit that's super interesting. No one, and I quote, I'm quoting here, quote, no one can take it down, end quote. Unstoppable Domains co-founder Brad Cam said in a phone interview, "We expect over time all sorts of content that is currently controversial or maybe even not permissible in certain parts of the world popping up because the censorship resistant internet is usable now." Again, a quote, quoted. Maybe even not permissible. Is that not a bit dangerous? The network can still agree to be like, we don't want to see that though. Surely, like, what happens if the network's like, we don't want to see that page, we don't want to see that blog? D-blogs come complete with tools similar to Medium, with functionality such as plain text, images, audio, and video. According to the company, notable crypto investors and enthusiasts such as CoinShares CSO, Meltem Demiros, whatever, yeah. They've launched personal blog. People, right? In an email, Demiros told Coin that her experience watching the Turkish government censor Wikipedia from 2017 until early this year, and subsequent actions by IPFS to preserve the domain made her really interested in the application of IPFS in defending civil liberties and freedom of information. Data is stored using Freebox, which leverages the peer-to-peer architecture of IPFS for secure and decentralized storage. IPFS, interplanetary file system. Interesting. So Carl, Steve, Michael, everyone's come back in. I might actually get one for the cat, mate, just to see where it goes short term, because like I say, there's a grey cat, right? It's all right in going for next door's cat. Like, oh, who are you? What are you? Like, go to have a ganders at him. But there's a grey cat who owns the field in his head. Yeah? He's a wild cat who gets fed now and then off an house. But he lives on the field. So any cat that ventures on the field basically gets confronted by the grey one. And the grey one's like, listen, you either sit the fuck down and accept this is my field, or I'll pin you fucking down and teach it to your son. So That's the cat that scared him away when he got out on the first day. Scared him off the field, away from the house, so he got lost and just fucked off. Now, little Woody, he won't find his way back, but GPS cat collars, that's the one, mate. Fucking humans should have them, never mind the cat, mate. So, good morning. Yeah, let us know how you get on, Alan, or give us a shout if you want an hand off on anyone, or give someone else in the chat, someone somewhere will be able to give you an hand, mate. Let us know how you get on. So the interplanetary file system is a protocol and peer-to-peer network for storing and sharing data in a distributed file system. IPFS uses content addressing to uniquely identify each file in a global namespace, connecting all computing devices. Interesting. It's written in protocol implementations: Go, JavaScript, C, Python. Client libraries are Go, Java, JavaScript, Python, fucking Scala, whatever it is, Haskell, Swift, Common, Lisp, Rust, Ruby, PHP, yeah, a lot. It allows users to not only receive but host content in a similar manner to BitTorrent, as opposed to centrally located server. IPFS is built around decentralized system of user operators who hold a portion of overall data, creating a resilient system of file storage and sharing. Any user in the network can save a file by its content address. It launched its alpha version in February 2015. This is interesting. How much are the designs available? BitTorrent. It could be a viable option for distributed file systems. So we're talking about having our own personal servers and networks. You don't really want a server in your house. That could be a viable second option. And again, yeah, you can just trust and go to unstoppable domains, or we can all come together, figure out how they did it, and just create ourselves. Sure, like, yeah, they got funding and all that, so code your own blockchain in less than 200 lines of Go. Interesting. So before reading this article, we recommend reading our previous post, Code Your Own Blockchain in less than 200 lines of Go. Interest in the blockchain as it feverishly levels lately. While much of the buzz has been around applications of the blockchain, such as cryptocurrencies and ICOs, the technology itself is just as exciting. The blockchain provides a democratized trust and validation protocol that has already disrupted banking and is on the verge of overhauling healthcare, financial services, social apps, and more. Interesting. Enter IPFS. The most promising solution that's available today is IPFS, or Interplanetary File System, created by the folks at Protocol Labs. It's a peer-to-peer protocol where each node stores a collection of hashed files. A client who wants to retrieve any of those files enjoys access to a nice abstraction layer where they simply need to call the hash of the file it wants. IPFS then combs through the nodes and supplies the client with a file. Interesting. You can think of it as being similar to BitTorrent. It's a decentralized way of storing and referring to files, but gives you more control and refers to files by hashes, allowing for much richer programming interactions. Who has access to the hashes would be the interesting question, wouldn't it? And how do you secure the access? Cat's unstoppable. Ollie, mate, is like a little fucking leopard, mate. And now, now are you is that next door's? Or is that the feral? I think next door's cat is now on our decking, sniffing the chairs to get Ozai sniff. Now what we need to try and do is make them friends. So what we need to try and do is get next door's cat eating at our back door, while Ozai is willing to eat inside the door. So they've got the glass between them, and hope they don't go at the glass, try to get to each other, they just fucking eat. Yeah. At that, then you'll crack the door a little bit and see if you want to fight again or if they'll just eat, and we'll try and introduce them to each other. But he's on the deck in mooching. He's about to go to the door now. Fuck, I should have left some biscuits on both sides. Yo, he's at the water. Having a little drink of the water. Oh, his eyes locked in the bedroom, otherwise he'd be able to see him. Fucking hell, Scott. We've got other days though. He's at the window. Right. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Morning, Gary. This will not be a long video, this. We're just going on about unstoppable domains to basically looking at the security and that, and how good it is and that. Yeah, Scanlan. I'm just wondering what like can't be taken down. So we all know like the dark web's used for some nasty shit, because if it was on the normal World Wide Web, it would be censored and taken down. WikiLeaks at times struggles, doesn't it? It's what's going to end up on here that people don't want on there, and at the end of the day, like, can it be then taken down? The cat's going to be a G one day, or he's going to get killed off the grey cat. Laters, Alan. It might not be here when you get back, mate. I just want a quick read through this security stuff. I don't know why I started. That's the thing about the names in it. Everyone seems to think that the website needs a specific name and that, but it doesn't. It just needs to be a link, and then you can always, when you're building a website, the hyperlink you give to your website or to any other site, or even a landing page, if you're in control of the code of that page, you can have that hyperlink say whatever you want it to say, and it hyperlink to whatever the website's called. Like I said before, your website domain could be www.abcd.com. It legitimately could, but on another landing page, it could just say visit our site. Click, gone to the site, hyperlinked, boom, redirected. Do you know what I mean? It's does the name. Now they're gonna see the name when they get to the site and be like, yo, that's funny, that's up to check that domain. Do you know what I mean? Like, does it really need? Does Google really need Google.com? Did they really need it? Would anyone have cared? Would you really care? Now it's easier to find when you think it's easier to find, because when you type Google in a search, it brings up fucking Google, but that's again just keywords and searches, not necessarily the site's domain name. You just tag an AdSense word to a SEO, and boom, through search engine optimization, it's going to find that keyword anyway. Supporters.crypto, community.crypto. Scott the Cat Whisperer. I wish, boo, but I'm learning. I definitely know that black cat's looking about there'll be a confrontation eventually, and I hope they don't go to a fight. They're similar ages, so wait, let me get to the bottom, because I lag, man. Yeah, sunny morning run. Yeah, there he is. Oh, that's actually is that the federal one? Yeah, he'll be getting a shock in a minute when I go out there. There's a security hole apparently. I've just clocked a paragraph as I was scanning through. There is an obvious security hole here. As long as anyone has the hash of the PDF file, they can retrieve it from IPFS. So sensitive files are not well suited for IPFS in their native states. Unless we do something to these files, sharing sensitive files like health records or images is a poor fit for IPFS. So it's good for anything you'd post on Facebook, LinkedIn, anything that's going public like that. But something you send into a business party, you're still going to want that personal private network, permission network. So this is a lean-to. This is a lean-to for me. Unstoppable domains. If you get the domain, now let's have it right. You will not need to go to unstoppable domains connect to IPFS, you will just need to figure that out. And again, it's highlighted in that before reading this article. Read the previous post. I'm going to click that. What pa? Fucking hell, Carl. I said that I don't give a fuck.com. Like, legitimately, like, call it what you want.com. Do you know what I mean, mate? How good's that one? Call it what you want. Give a shit.com. And then just hyperlink it constantly. I was like, what's his site actually called? What's the domain? Like, call it what you want. Don't give a fuck.com. Oh, the kid's always in us, innit? You know what I mean? Occasionally it gets out. Some people it's always out. Code your own blockchain in less than 200 lines of Go. This tutorial is adapted from this excellent post about, so there's another hyperlink that just says post. It's a web address, but it just says post because it's a hyperlink. It doesn't matter what that fucking web address is called to me, does it? It doesn't. It's got some information I want. So I'm gonna fucking click that hyperlink, go to the post. Now it's actually it is, oh, fuck off. It went back a page. Medium.com at someone's haptic at blockchain. I don't really care. I just wanted the information. And it's there, basic concepts of blockchain, and then another hyperlink with blockchain, underlined hyperlink, bam. It's a fucking website, but distributed database. So let's have a look. Block structure. Block 0, block 1, block 2. Class block, constructor, index, previous hash, this index, the index of previous hash, this timestamp, this data. So block hash, the hash needs to be keeping the integrity of the data. Taking out context, generating a block, storing the blocks, validating the integrity of the blocks, choosing the longest chain, communicating with other nodes, controlling the node, architecture, conclusions. Research needs to be done, guys, not only into unstoppable domains, but into everything else it connects to, and trying and figuring out how to do it ourselves, basically, with as minimal middlemen as possible. That's what we need to be doing moving forward, whether it's moving value, sending a letter, sending an email, just sharing a little bit of data, is using as little middlemen as possible. Now, that might be just creating our own little personal networks for everything and anything we can do on them, connecting them to a business network that's then connected to the consortium, and you move on from there. There'll be people that can make little messaging apps it can't be that hard once you've figured it out. It just can't be. But I'm gonna have a look into it. 100% be having a look at it. I'm interested in the protected, all that brand protected stuff. The 5 things you should know about Unstoppable Domains before we cut off last time. The founding members of Unstoppable Domains is San Francisco based, founded in 2018 by Matthew Gold, Braden Pezeska, Bogdan Guzev, and Bradley Kam. Interesting. They are one of the earliest recipients of our ZillHive grants. So again, you can be reaching out to people to get grants for projects. A naming registration service, they're building a naming registration service to replace the long hexadecimal amount addresses with simple human readable names. Interesting. Some of Pay IDs also working too, innit? Make it easier for the non-blockchain crowd. Aimed at wallets and exchanges, this project is critical to make it easy for the non-blockchain crowd to own blockchain-backed assets and transfer them around. Unstoppable Domains brings massive traffic to Zilliqa. He's just circling our fucking... You better not be pissing and spraying, you little bastard. This ain't your domain, G. Okay, I'll let him out. I'll fucking let him out in a minute at you. They launched a new blockchain domain extension deployed on the Zilliqa blockchain, designed so that .zil domains can work to enable payments in any cryptocurrency. Unstoppable Domains brings massive traffic into the Zilliqa smart contracts platform, and we're excited to partner with them again for $250,000 .zil grant program. The journey to enabling free speech. Zilliqa is thrilled to support them on their journey to enable free speech through the creation of uncensored websites and in making blockchain domains for a new industry standard. Uncensorable websites, eh? Fucking hell, what's that gonna lead to? Uncensorable websites. Made it back, Alan, you did just in time to talk about uncensorable websites before I go. I mean, like, let's have a couple of minutes on this, guys, before I just wind it down. Because all I'm thinking is all the shit people don't really want to see. People realize that people used to get paid on YouTube to put murders up and stuff, and people really weren't that happy about it, as you can imagine. YouTube had to take it down, censor it in the end, but then beyond that, some people who were like, fucking hell, I'm getting censored off YouTube and all I'm doing is telling the truth. Well, them murders actually did happen and they were the truth, and someone made money off showcasing them. It's a weird one, isn't it? Where to draw the line between what's allowed to be shown to what should be shown, to being in the middle and just having the choice of what you see. You know, there's murders and beheadings on WikiLeaks. It doesn't mean you go and watch them, does it? The only thing then becomes, was it illegal activity that needs fucking watch? Like, what if people put illegal activity? Like, let's have it right. The paedophilia on the black market and all that stuff. All these websites that they go to somewhere where they go through all the fucking corridors and follow all. How the fuck it even works, I don't know. But is that what we're coming to the point where none of that can be taken down if it's found? Is it giving them a safe space? Yeah, Unstoppable Domains does say that, like, some names have been protected for brands. I've had a look at love4.crypto, and that's apparently protected for someone. Don't know who else has got Love4 brand, but we'll see what happens. We'll see who pops up. We'll see what, like, check the Love4Crypto.crypto website. Have they built the website yet? Who's actually got that website? Are they pretending to be me? I don't know. Like, I'm not, like, is there another Love4Crypto out there that would need that domain? Ryan, respect that, mate. All I really want to do is tell the truth. I'm not really going to hold anything back, me. I'll always try and be as real as I can possibly be. Destroy the plantation. What are you on there, Carl? Sorry, mate. I've just been like, in a world of my own. I legitimately want people's thoughts on uncensored websites. Like, what? It's pretty crazy. Like, that is uncensored. Does that? It's a weird one, that. Like, I'm trying to process that. From porn, from porn to over 18 movies. Like a 3-year-old sat there watching fucking It because it's pressed the remote on the telly and it's connected to the fucking computer. Uncensor everything. How can we have freedom of speech with censorship? Exactly. It is. So, are you willing to have the website tracked and ownership of the site tracked? Because that has to happen to have complete uncensorship. So, consensus for the uncensored. It's fucking crazy though, isn't it, Steve? This is the kind of shit we're gonna have to try and iron out in the future, humanity. So if Hillary's video, for instance, that apparently exists, and we can all question it until we actually see it, and then we can let an expert tell us whether it was edited or whether it's an actual real video, and then we can choose to believe that expert or not, or you can learn to do it yourself and you see if it's fucking fake. But that video, what if that was put on a website where Hillary Clinton's killing a little girl and taking her face off and putting it on the thingy, allegedly. Allegedly, YouTube bot. Allegedly. But what about that? Like, what if that kind of stuff gets on there? Who's then got the power to say, right, who owns that website? Who put that up? Let's go and get them. And then everyone else is like, nah, freedom of information. They're just sharing something that actually exists out there. Don't mean they did it. Don't mean they was the one that recorded it. Do we need to start getting cameras that fucking track the videos they've made? The cameras track the videos they've made like a gun would a bullet. Well, if I shot a gun, boom, the experts would be like, yo, we know this gun come from that bullet. And I'm like, trusting consensus, like, yeah, they know. I don't know how, but they fucking say they know, so they know, yeah, they know. Right, shoot a bullet from a gun, they know the bullet's coming from the gun. If you shoot a video from a device, does every other device know that video came from that device? This is where we don't know that deep into regulation and fundamentals of the actual coding. Like when you go into YouTube and put copyright shit on your videos, we haven't done that yet. Because, like, not even been in to see how it's done, how you would do it, but you can go into YouTube, put copyright over your content that you've actually created, and then if anyone else uploads it, it's flagged as yours. And you'll get a notification off YouTube saying someone else is using your content. What do you want to do? And they'll be like, stick an advert on it, let them keep it up, but stick an advert on it, bam, done. Do you know what I mean? But how are we going to chase and track illegal activity on there? Not the truth, like, the truth needs showing. So that video needs to be available for people who don't believe it exists and for people who want to put it through the test of proving it's a real video and it's not an edited CGI fake or deep fake. But then if illegal activity is taking place, the camera and the location that it was done and all that needs to be tracked in the future, surely, so they can then trace the criminals. No? Isn't it weird how, like, when you're bladdered, you tend to just look down and fucking go home? Like your awareness is fucked. You're intoxicated to fuck, but somehow your subconscious sense of direction to home is shit up. For most people, like, don't get me wrong, some people will crash in a field halfway there, but for most people, it's just head down, start fucking walking, and you get home without even really thinking about it. Just wake up in the morning like, how the fuck did I get home last night? Right, well, down a canal. Could have fell in or anything. What the fuck? You sold most your vet off, yeah, to buy back in low down. It was a bit of a spike, wasn't it, mate? What did you put a retrace on it? Did you put a fib on it? You put a Fibonacci on it and see where it's gonna go. Have you got an exit? Have you got an exit point? You got a fucking exit point to get back in, bruh. Share it, yo. You're just sharing a little information. You're not telling people to actually set a fucking price there. But if you put the fib on it, let us know what the levels were, mate. Says everyone else doing it. Even though you should be doing it yourself if you want to look at price entry. You know, if you're looking at good entries, you should be constantly fibbing the charts every now and then and readjusting your entry for if any levels get broken or hit. Big. Why do I love Big Wang Crypto? And it said you can have it hard. It's like, do a community. You know what? You could do a community comedy show with half of the shit you say. You legitimately could. I'm like, let's put Carl, get it together, mate. On stage at the Apollo open mic. yeah, it's gonna be in digital. Oh, it's like I say, all the social score and all that, but like, aren't they held to it? So in China, the Chinese social score, aren't businesses held to it as well? It's not just pedestrians, is it? It's business owners, it's businesses. It should be politicians. Do you know what I mean? It's the way it should be. Chuck Norris coin, get it made, Kyle. Get on ERC20 now, yo. Let someone figure out the coding because the old one don't work. Gonna have to go and get that Web3 shit and the ERC20 code shit so you can use Solidity and all that, and you can use MetaMask. You use as far as I'm aware, you can use MetaMask to send you like to verify your tokens, but there'll be a couple of OpenZilla. Is that a thing? Why is that just popped into my head? I'm trying to hold on to too much shit at times. My head's all like, yo, you forgot about that already. Why did I just say that? OpenZilla GitHub. OpenZilla code generator. Random code. I think I've seen that somewhere. Someone's tutorial. In fact, what's that? Create your own ERC20 token. Videos. Open Zeppelin. Sorry. I got mixed up because I'm fucking Zakilla. That's January 2020. Creating ERC20 token. The one I could remember was 2017, and it's obviously progressed since then. So you need to get on a more up to date tutorial. That I'll be looking at that today. Having a little look at that. I'll be looking at this interplanetary file sharing, as well as a few other things. And I suggest you look at what you are interested in. But that uncensored domain websites is extremely interesting. It's making big wicks and volumes going down, won't be much longer. Good shout, chat. Good shout. Is it chat or chat? I can't remember. My head's baffled. Sly on a bit of swing trading, nice. Good thing to do and all that, as long as like you realize you swing trading, there's a lot of risk in it and that, and making the calls at the right time. People just need to start with an amount they're comfortable with possibly losing at first, and then it's a great thing to do, and it's a good learning curve if you do it, if you learn fast and don't risk too much too soon and burn yourself out and just leave yourself liquidate yourself before you've even got going, which many of us have done quite a few times. There's no shame in it. You just need to fucking own it. Just say like you over risked. It's just like anyone can get burnt. Even the most pro trader can get fucking burnt. But he won't get burnt away someone who's over leveraging the risk. Where like it's just not. They won't. He's professional, experienced traders have learned to build their account and risk as minimal as possible. And when you're starting, you're kind of like, you're kind of chasing them fuckers. So it's hard. It is hard. I'm not going to sit here like it's not hard. But if you can grind in and get a foothold, look at Danny Britton on Insta and that. He's just launched his Forex trading site, doing oil and gold and all sorts on there. He's got a call channel on Discord. Go and have a look at him. Go and check his course out and that. you might find you want to purchase it. You got Indie as well if you want to check his out. His next one's sold out though. I don't think he's got any online courses. What Weird Science, love that film. Love that film. It's breakfast time now though. Brekkie time. I legitimately just wanted to come on and make sure we covered that interplanetary shit. And the fact that it's uncensored websites. See, do not go on that one. Create your own ERC20 token. July 2017. Back then, that'd have worked. And for a year or two after that, it would have worked. But now you're going to have to go to videos and go and check one of these guys out. And honestly, don't even mess about with anyone beyond that one, January 2020. That would be the first one I view and try and do. And it is going to cost you Ethereum if you want to set a token up. Be aware of that. But you can, like I say, go to MetaMask. Go to the testnet. It should tell you in the tutorial how to do it or whatever it's going to do. You'll be able to testnet it at first, which means you'll get given free Ethereum to just spontaneously see if it works or not. And then you've got your token on a testnet, but it will cost real Ethereum to move it to the mainnet. Depending on how many you're creating, depends on how much it will cost. I think you're basically paying the gas, aren't you, for it to be sent live and verified. As far as I'm aware, not an expert yet. We're not an expert yet, guys. We're getting there though. And this is what I mean. Within 3 years, the tutorials change. This is why you need to stay up to date with it. Up to date with Hyperledger while it's only on version 2 before it gets to version 10. It's like trying to learn Adobe now. Adobe Premiere Pro and Adobe Photoshop and all that, and Animate. Well, Animate's only been a thing for about 3 years, and it was called Adobe Flash Player before that. If you didn't know about Flash, you're starting from scratch to learn Animate. Whereas if you'd already learned Flash, you're walking to Animate like, yo, this is basically just Flash, but actually more aimed at animation. Buzzing. It's going to be no different for Hyperledger and everything as it all becomes more interoperable and grows and progresses and evolves itself. Wait till machine learning gets on top of blockchain, man. Jesus Christ, what the fuck's going to happen there? Nice lie. That's a nice way to do it. So take some current gains, shave it, move it into something else. That's a great way to diversify. 100% it is. 100%. We've all lost a bit along the line, but maintaining the portfolio is one of the most important things moving forward, which is why you have to be extremely careful with what you risk. So why a lot of people don't like to day trade or flip the tokens between each other, they'd rather just keep the bag of XRP there and not flip XRP for VET. They keep the VET over there, and then when they've got another little bit of money next week, they'll maybe buy some fucking quant, and then they've got some money next week, they'll buy some XLM, and then money next week, and a little bit more XRP, and money next week, and a little bit more of that. And just keep topping up the investments rather than pitting them against each other. Not everyone wants to do that. Not everyone wants the stress and the and having to invest the time of having to watch charts constantly and remembering which pairs you're pitting against each other. Do you know what I mean? All the fucking alerts popping up. Oh, this is that price. Oh, where was I here now with that? Most of us would just rather put it there and leave it. Get on with that, like, focus our energies on other shit that we're a little bit more passionate about. Not everyone wants to be a trader, guys. I've said this. It's some of us just it doesn't go well with our anxiety and stress levels. Some of us can't even get to sleep with an open fucking order. You're talking about risk and over leveraging. Some people are clearly just not ready to risk even the tiniest bit. It's different spot trading, 1-to-1, no leverage. Once you start that leverage stuff, guys, it's a dangerous game. Do it all at night. No day trading for Carl, does it all at night. Only trade on a full moon and you'll get somewhere. He's just invested there. Just leave it. Just leave it. Oh, yeah, Alan, now imagine you called it the other way every time. Oh, Buzzy, someone did that. You fucking wanker. I hate you. I'm only joking. I'll hate him. Fair play to him. Well done. I think it's great that people can do that. Like I say, it's just too stressful for me. And I'd like to live my life and earn a bit of revenue in other ways in the future. Not that trading's bad. If you can do it and you enjoy it, you should be doing it because you enjoy it. It's as simple as that. Do what you enjoy. Do what you love. Do what makes you happy. Swinging. See, like sets there, trade very little, maybe once every few months. It likely will be. Did you not see how fast it shot up? It would definitely do a little retrace, that. Gravity, mate. Market gravity, you could call it. What goes up must come down at least a little bit. Got to refuel the balloon. Imagine like they got a gas canister of nice fucking buying pressure and volume. They put that in, turn it on, and it pumps the balloon up and up and up and up. But eventually it runs out, and then you have a retrace where the balloon's coming down a bit while they take the canister out and they get the next canister in, and then it's back off again. Bit of a shit analogy, but you get what I mean. Green foam. Use a grinder. Use a grinder, bruh. Yeah, there's always dips, isn't there? Always dips, and I think it's going to be a lot more over time than what people used to think is going to happen. People used to think it's just going to go fuck off and stay up there. I think it's going to be more of a gradual. So by 2023, 2025, we'll truly be well out of the ranges we're in at the moment. But until maybe like the back end of next year or even summer 2022, you might only see minimal movements in the whole market. Who knows, man? Who knows? We could be looking at an $100,000 Bitcoin within 12 months and a $10 XRP within 12 months. We legitimately could. It's possible. That's all we look at there. Possibilities. Yeah, it's possible. But is it probable that they're going to let it go that fast again? Someone's going to go, well, yeah, because it prices everyone out straight away, so someone can't go in then with just several $100 and get a shitload of crypto. And someone else is like, yeah, but you just can't see it happening in 12 months, mate. I just can't see it happening in 12 months. And that's the constant fucking state of the market since 2018. Oh, it's going this. Nah, I just can't see it. There's a retrace going. It looks like it's manipulated. It's going to be a long road, I think. And I think the more little, like the lower value tokens you buy now that gain long term. I mean, we've said it. We missed a decent boat on Quant from last year. Taking the L on that, mate. Got to. Like, it was there. Didn't buy it. Look at it now. Fucking 40x. Bastard. But yeah, it's brekkie time. 45 minutes on that one. If you have only seen this stream, you missed the last stream, go and check that out. We had another little stream, it got cut off due to the cat shenanigans. I will have settled down with him soon and just let him do his own thing, but we just don't want him to get lost. And saying that, he's got his collar on now, so I don't know what I'm fucking about with. People, anyone who finds him will just give us a ring and say you've got a cat. So we'll have to see what happens with Prezi Trump. You mean will he get back in or not? It's gonna hot up soon, that, innit? Hillary's fucking trial soon as well. There's loads of shit going on soon. Hillary's trial. Elections. Shit. Fucking IMF reviews of the SDR baskets. Fucking World Economic Forum meetings and Davos meetings and shit early next year. It does seem like the pot's starting to simmer a little bit, doesn't it? It's just starting to simmer. I mean, some people think it fucking simmered, boiled, and gone cold again. Just the economy, and now we're on the back end of it coming back, and there's a little worry of a second wave of a virus, where there's others are just like, yo, this is only the beginning. We're just getting to a simmer. We'll be boiling next year. Yeah, it is eating up. It is eating up, Gary. Exactly my point, mate. It really, really is. And time will tell what happens now. You just need to hope that you've backed good horses, mate. This isn't an horse race where only the winner's going to pay big. This is an horse race where every fucking position could potentially pay if you got in at the right time and asset swap at the right time. In 3 or 4 years' time, some of us could just be swapping a few thousand casino coins for a house. You know, like 100,000 casino coins, and you buy an house with them. Because they're fucking $2.50 now, and that's 250 grand house. So it means some V chain goes to fucking $20. Someone buys a fucking gaff with just several thousand of them. Do you know what I mean? Who knows what's going to happen by 2025 and that if you just hold tight. Watch everyone sell early. You can't fucking wait to sell, say like XRP. Can't wait to sell XRP between like $4 and $10. Don't get me wrong, some people are going to drop like 5, 10, 15% of the stack at that point, but some people are going to get a little giddy and greedy, and that 5, 10% will be a hell of a lot of XRP, which is then pumped back in the market, and ILP and the new internet of value over time is going to be picking it up like that, whatever the fucking price is. China scam pump Ponza. It's a project currently in use, man. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm in VeChain long haul, yo. I'll sell like I'll asset swap 10 or 20k of them in a year or two if the price is good, just to invest in other projects and that. But yeah, other than that, they're all casino coins the same. Like they're all pretty much the same. They're all like a long haul hold now, really, for at least another 2, 3, 4 years, in the hope that one of them gives a little payout before then and just moves something else that I'm passionate about along. I really cared about the immediate situation. It all mainly kicks off in 4 years. I can't wait till I'm 40. I legitimately can't. I just hope I'm actually still fucking here. It's not promised, man. We can make all the plans we want, but we've just got to try and enjoy today. People get censored, don't they, Rain? On social media, on the internet. Censorship exists everywhere, and Unstoppable Domains and is providing uncensorable websites you can't censor. Rain, if you've just joined, I suggest you rewind it if you want a little to know what I was going on about, because I'm going to go and get some breakfast now. Appreciate everyone coming in, taking the time out to consume the content, so thank you. Invest in yourself, guys. Invest in the internet of value. Live long and hodl it until the time is right for you to asset swap. Do not sell your crypto for fiat unless it's for bills to maintain and sustain. Yeah? Progression comes later through investment. Fucking hold it as long as you can till you can just asset swap. Boom. XRP for a house. Casino coin for a car. VeChain into a business. Do you know what I mean? Investing in other things. Yeah, go as long as you possible. We've all had to put it into a bit of cash, pay some bills here and there. It happens, guys. It happens, but just try not to bring too much back into fucking fiat. Keep it in your digital assets. Keep it in as long as you can. As long as you can. Don't worry, we even hit new all-time highs and it dips a little bit, and you're one of them be like, oh fuck, and you're one of them people who starts counting up the gains you could have had if you'd have just sold at all the tops. Fucking hell, hindsight, foresight, come on guys. Can't pick every fucking top. You'd already be there if you could. But yeah, laters. Patience, patience, patience. And then go and graft on something you love and passionate about. 100%. Put the grind in. Turn hobbies into revenue. That's what I mean by investing in yourself. Hobbies into revenue any way you can. Yeah, wishing health and happiness to you and yours. We love crypto. We love IOV. And we love you. Peace. See you on the next one.